Psalms 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the death adder that stoppeth air. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers through the four corners of the earth, preaching this word, laboring this word in truth, love, and sincerity. And this is coming from the New York Times article, the newspaper. And this is speaking of the woman that was linked to 1955 Emmett Till's murder, tells the historian, her claims were false. And this is the woman that you see here. Okay, and this is just a quick add-on to the Emmett Till, because I just did a recent video of the Emmett Till memorial being shot up. And I just wanted to show you, this is the reason why Emmett Till was brutally beaten and tortured and hung on a barbed wire fence and then threw into the river, okay? Because what? Because of this devil, this fork-tongued devil, this serpent, this pale-faced Edomite woman making lies, okay? Making lies, false claims on that young man, okay? Which was 14 years old. And yes, Emmett Till was an Israelite, okay? Now let's read just a quick article and get some information of this. It says, for 6 decades, she has been the silent woman linked to one of the most notorious crimes in the nation's history, the lynching of Emmett Till, a 14-year-old black boy, keeping her thoughts and memories to herself as millions of strangers idolized or vilified her. And idolized, you see? Who are the people that idolized her for doing this, of this young black boy getting killed? Who you think? Her race, her nation of people, the Edomites, okay? The wicked, okay? That was a great thing done for their people, that this happened to this young man. But all these years later, a historian says that the woman has broken her silence and incendiary parts of the story she and others told about Emmett claims that seem tame today, but were more than enough to get a black person killed in the Jim Crow era of Mississippi, were false. So her and others gathered up and made the false claims, and their information was false that they told. Okay? Let's jump down to the point. It says, in it, he wrote that she said of her long ago allegations that Emmett grabbed her and was menacing and sexually cruel toward her. That part is not true. So this Edomite woman clearly made up a lie, to which had this young man brutally tortured and beaten, okay, to where his face was unrecognizable. You see? It says, as a matter of a narrow justice, it makes a little difference, true or not. Her claim did not justify any serious penalty, much less death. The 2 white men who were accused of the murdering of Emmett in 1955 and later admitted it in a Look magazine interview were acquitted that year by an all-white, all-male jury, and so could not be retried. Okay, so they knew these so-called white men did this to this young man. Okay, and you think you got off scot-free, but guess what? To let you know, you so-called white people are going to pay for the horrendous crimes that you have done to the Israelites, okay? You are going to have to pay. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Bible, okay? Because you didn't get away nothing. You might have got away scot-free to your wicked laws and decrees that you have set up, but to the Lord, you have not gotten away, okay? And this is Emmett Till right here, all right? And just see what they done to him. Just type it in, and it shows you where his face is unrecognizable. And it says, they and others suspected of involvement in the killing died long ago. Like I said, man, 2 of them, you know, even though they got off, they tried to charge them, but they still got off. But we know there was a group of them, all right? We know the white Edomite angry mob. We know how they get down. It says, but among thousands of lynchings of black people, this one looms large in the country's tortured racial history, taught in history classes to school children, and often cited as one of the catalysts for the civil rights movement. And I could tell you that in history class, we were not taught about the brutal murder of Emmett Till, which was done by the hands of you so-called white people. Okay? Yeah, I just want to get to the point. The The Justice Department began an investigation into the Emmett Till lynching in 2004. Emmett's body was exhumed for an autopsy, and the FBI rediscovered the long-missing trial transcript. But in 2007, a grand jury decided not to indict Ms. Doham or anyone else as an accomplice in the murder. Why not? Because she's the one that made these false claims, which had this done to this young man. Okay, and then to come out when she's about 70 or 80 or however old the woman is that came out and said her claims was false. I forget what what's supposed to happen, but there's a law on it that you are supposed to be dealt with accordingly to what you made up. Okay. Let's see. It says Emmett, who lived in Chicago, was visiting the relatives in Money, a tiny hamlet in the Mississippi Delta region, when on August 24th, 1955, he went to a store owned by Roy and Carolyn Bryant. Oh, this is that woman, a married couple, and had his fateful encounter with Miss Bryant, and then 21. 4 days later, he was kidnapped from his uncle's house, beaten and tortured beyond recognition, and shot in the head. His body was tied with a barbed wire to a cotton gin fan and thrown into the Tallahatchie River. Robin Bryant and his half-brother Jay Millen were arrested and charged with murder. What happened in the store is unclear, but it has usually been portrayed as an example of a black boy from North Unwillington defying the strict racial mores of the South at the time. Witness said that Emmett Wolf whistled at Miss Bryant, though he had been called into doubt. Days after the arrest, Miss Bryant told her husband's lawyer that Emmett had insulted her. Oh, see, she added more to it, but said nothing about physical contact. Dr. Tyson said 5 decades later, she told the FBI that he had touched her hand. But at the trial, she testified without the jury present that Emmett had grabbed her hand, she pulled away and followed her behind the counter, clapped her waist, and using vulgar language, told her that he had been with a white woman before. She said that wasn't true, but that she honestly doesn't remember exactly what did happen. Dr. Tyson said in an interview on Friday. Wow. And with this, come on, man, this young boy, 14-year-old, going into the store, maybe to get some bread, eggs, or milk, whatever, candy. Come on, man. He has no reason to just come up to you devil, and just grab you and say, come on, have sex with me. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. And that's why she came out and stated that she lied. Okay? Because why? You are the devil. Meaning what? Devil means deceiver. And it says now, Miss Doham, now 82, could not be reached for comment. But that's the point, okay? Because guess what? She ended up coming out and saying the statement she made was a lie. Okay? Was a lie. And you know, her and her people that done the incident to this young man, they have to deal with this, okay? You have to deal for the recompense from the Lord for your actions, okay? For what? Shedding innocent blood, because that's what you did, all right? You shedded innocent blood. Why? Because you have a perpetual hatred towards us Israelites, okay? Us blacks and Latinos. Let's get it. Ezekiel 35 and 5, it says, because thou hast a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and the blood shall pursue thee. Say, if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So the Lord is going to deal with you so-called white people and all you heathen nations. For why? For shedding the blood of the children of Israel. But first and foremost, starting with who? The tabernacles of Edom. Alright? Our main enemy. Okay? Our main enemy. And the Lord's going to deal with you. Okay? And there's no way you think you're going to get off and get away for your for your acts, okay? Your acts of violence toward the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the biblical Israelites, God's chosen children. Okay, but I just wanted to touch on that real fast and just bring out the lies of one of the lies of the so-called white man, woman and child, and in this particular case, a woman that had this young man, Emmett Till, brutally tortured and killed for her false claims and her wickedness.